Hello buddy, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor, and today we're going to be doing another episode in our legendary Isabella von Karstein campaign for Total War Warhammer. And we're still doing the Steel Faith overhaul mod. Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff. I'm going to try to pick up the pace a little bit here, see if we can... I'm not going to close out the campaign super fast, but I think my decisions... I still have some interesting decisions for sure. We get to fight Chaos, we get to fight these elves. That's all going to be difficult. And these guys are kind of baiting me, or they're trying to. They're within striking distance, but I'm not going to fall for it. Montfort has pretty good defenses in addition to what I have here, so... So step one, take Blackstone. Pretty much nothing, and I should just occupy it. It's an auto. I mean, they have some cute units here. They can't hang with the big girl. Can't hang with Big Mama. Alright.
Annihilate them.
Okay. I should hit level 30 off of that. Okay, so we get 2 points off of 30. What am I even getting? Oh yeah, this stuff. Yeah, I could just Dark Knight, I guess, and then just like... It's a good 1-point wonder. I mean, I could get the mounts if I really wanted to right now. I just don't see a situation where I want this Hellsteed, though. Like... I can't tell because I'm so modified right now. It doesn't even change it to heavy armor piercing damage when you do that. You don't get terror. It's just easier to tie you down, surround you, and you get a bone. Like anything that has a bonus versus large, it's just going to destroy you. I mean, I guess I could get the leadership bonus. The -4 leadership's alright. It's just such garbage. 3% hit points. I mean, the 3rd point armor seems pretty good. I guess we could get a cooldown on the Dance Macabre. Let's do that. Let's just do this, and then we'll call it. And we can do more of these, because this is actually pretty efficient for like 8. Give everybody extra 34 melee attacks. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, so she's tapped out. I want to go Provider or Restorer. She's got Dark Benediction already. Provider, I guess. We already have a Restorer here, I think. Yeah, she's max Restore already. I guess we can just go Provider. I don't think it's going to matter. Now, I think what we might do against these dwarves to help our monsters get in, we might use the Banshee. Where's the Banshee? Here. Might go ahead and use this Banshee to try to break some walls on our next turn. Now the question here, okay, Altdorf has time. There's going to be a rebellion here very soon. Master of the Dead. So we can bring him down here. Why is this such a problem? Public order wise. It's lack of corruption. We just need a little bit more corruption here. Yes, that'll buy me one more turn before Rebellion. do I need him for this? Or can I just straight do 20 on whatever they're cooking? I could just put this dude in there. I mean, he's got the regeneration. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. I could also hire one of these guys if I really needed to, but I think just the extra regen. That's all I'd use him for, is just Master of the Dead. I mean, this is a pretty serious garrison, right? I mean, it's like 14, 16. They have 28, like, pretty tough units. Well, not really tough. I mean, Dwarf Warriors are nothing, but the other stuff is... He's got some okay stuff in there. Oh, damn, I took attrition off of that. I can't even hit that this turn. Ugh. They're just going to get me every single turn, basically. Whatever. I've got to let this fall until I can get the capital. I could always run over here and try to take this back, but... Okay, I think we're just going to roll up in Vampiric Corruption it probably. How much do I need for that? 50%. God, this feels like a fool's errand here, but... Okay, I have to do that so I don't take attrition. But I need this capital. I don't know why I need it, I just do, okay? If I get the capital, then I can come down here and fight these people and stabilize this region. Then there'll be a rebellion, but it'll have to go through the walls of the capital first, and hopefully I can deal with that. It's probably pretty dumb. I probably should have just sent that over here to deal with this stuff. I don't know. That could be an error. Okay, so we're going to decide what we wanted over here. These guys could come down and challenge Waldenhof soon. I could put a lord there and maybe hold out for a little bit. That's a pretty weak army, honestly. I have to figure out what we want, though. These are expensive, but they're pretty cool. That's a lot less. I thought they had, like... Maybe I'm thinking of the other units. The Corrupted Grail Knights. I mean, why would I get these? I was kind of pumped about them. What are they? 14 bonus versus infantry. So they deal what? They have no charge bonus. They have 14 versus infantry. They do 1,200 damage. They have the same shielding, basically. Does that... That has a lot less armor, but that doesn't matter. These have a 90 charge bonus. 16 versus large. So these were definitely nerfed from their base game. Like, these are much more expensive. There's only 20 in a stack instead of 60. So, I mean, that's definitely a nerf in my mind. Now, they are magics. They do get around physical resistance. I don't know how much physical resistance these things are going to have. I wish I could see them. Like, I'm trying to scout to see, like... Oh, okay. What are these? Wait, what are Slong Ores? The hell are these? These are, like, new units. I've never seen that. Yeah, that's not a... that's not an actual thing. Okay, so... Okay, this must be stuff from the lore, Pestigores. Huh. That makes me want to play Beastmen if they're all like, if they have all these new units. Okay, so those look like the top tier infantry. +4 melee, primal fury, % speed. Pretty good piercing. Decent physical resist. Wow, good charge bonus for infantry. Decent melee attack, weak defense. Nice vigor, vanguard, fast, armored. They're pretty good. What do these pestigores do? This seems pretty cool. Like, I like how they're diversifying units a little bit. Okay, so they regen, they're weak to fire, primal fury, into psychology, so my terror stuff's not going to work on them. They have poison. So I assume these are like both their top tier units, but these are kind of their more utility, you know, regen type of units, and these are the like crack infantry. Zangors look kind of like Goreherd. This must be another top tier with that weapon strength, magical attack. What's this magical orc do? -4 leadership, -15% magic resist. Huh. That's interesting. So I assume that's for Zinch, Slanesh, and whoever the... Is it I want to say Gurgle, that's not it. Nurgle? Those are like the 3 of the 4 Chaos Gods. Okay, that's kind of cool. Razor Gore. Minotaurs are still pretty hardcore. We saw them earlier. Minotaurs are great weapons. What is this? Mark of Corn. Fine, how are these looking? Extra miscast, cause terror. They nerfed their range quite a bit. They get a bonus versus large of 40 against. Okay. That's interesting, like having projectiles get a bonus versus large. Okay, so those actually aren't that bad. Like, they're good, but they're not as hardcore as they used to be. And it's a really weak army. Okay. Well, I mean, so these guys get 14. That just seems like that's so much for infantry. I mean, they do regenerate. Okay, so they do have replenishment. They do have frenzy, so that's +8, +14. So, you know, they're getting into the 22. You know, they have 70 melee attack versus infantry, basically. Okay, well, I know for sure I want a black coach because I want to try that out. I don't have a corpse card, but I mean, I don't really care. The regeneration's not that hardcore. But the question is, do I want more Blood Knights that are about the same cost as these? Why would I not want Blood Knights? I'm trying to think. I mean, these are obviously good at fighting, but I just, like, these can be good at fighting too. You just meat shield them, you just sit there and... These do have way more armor than they do. Their melee defense is higher. And they regenerate. We could go... I think I only want one black coach. I think more than one chariot's kind of silly, probably. So I could go 2 Blood Knights and just one of these. These guys don't do that much piercing either. They do have magical attacks, but yeah, they don't do that much armor piercing damage. Just trying to think of reasons. I guess we'll try them out. We'll try them out. We'll see how they perform. Okay, so we have to kill stuff and get some new income because we're basically going to be broke once these are finished. But this is going to be like a really hardcore army once we finish this stuff. Okay. Alright, it's going to be 3 turns. And the question remains, I guess we'll just put him in there, I guess, just so we can get the extra regen. A little bit of regen. We'll see how it does. If it's a lot of regen, then that'll be cool. I'm skeptical. So the option is we can come in and help fight this, or we can just go ahead and run over here and try to help shore up some of this stuff, fight the rebellion here, deal with some other things. We could like fight the rebellion, get a couple more units, and start running this way. Although, you know, the upkeep is going to be an issue. I might just go ahead and get rid of the ghouls here. I mean, they're not that expensive, but they're basically worthless compared. Like, all of these things are going to do so much more damage than those ghouls do. I'm just going to go get rid of the ghouls, I think. Save a little money. Don't forget we can raise some pretty crazy stuff here if we have to. Like, this is a pretty good army. It's pretty decent army, I would say. I think it's greedy just to do it with Isabella. Like, we need to respect those dwarves a little bit more. I mean, we can probably beat them without him. It's just a bunch of dwarf warriors, though. Longbeards, these thunders are going to be awful. Okay, I think we can do it without him. I think we can do it without him. Let's go ahead and send him. We'll send him back over here, grab a couple of units, and we'll come over here to deal with this rebellion. Because I don't want that rebellion to stack up too high, or I'm going to need even more units to deal with him. Let's roll over here. Grab a couple of Grave Guard or something, just normal. Oh, we got some Black Knights too. Okay, let's do 3 Black Knights and a Grave Guard. That'll give me a nice flank force. 800, so I'm definitely going to be broke. If we don't get some more stuff going. We're going to get a sack off of this over here soon. I mean, we can disband some stuff if we have to. We've got quite a lot of things going on here. We're going to finish some money buildings soon. Might need to switch over to all extortion in a little bit. I mean, I do want to keep the techs going until I finish Dread Reanimator, because that's going to save a lot. Like, that's going to be a couple thousand. Maybe not that much, but it's going to be quite a bit. Okay, I think that's good. Do we need to make any... I should have thought of that before I moved the Necromancer. This is cute, but I don't really need to upgrade that right now. We're okay. We're not going to expand that much faster right here, right now. We're just going to kind of stabilize stuff. I don't want to pick a fight with them just yet. Corone is cute. I do want... You know, I do want the Grail Knights, but that's kind of a luxury right now. It's just overkill. I don't need them right now, per se. 330... Yeah, I mean, that pays for itself in like 1 turn, so let's go ahead and upgrade that. Claw's fine. I think all these places are fine. Public order. Okay. It is nice to be able to build Grave Guard, but I would rather just have a money building, honestly. This also gives public order. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. Like, Graveguard's cute. I can hire it over here in my central province, Reichland. We can get rid of that. And if we're getting rid of Graveguard, we can probably get rid of this, but there's nothing else I need to build here other than the corruption building, which I don't want to pay for right now, so I guess we can just leave this. I mean, it will give us disposable income, though. Extra 2,400. Yeah, sure, why not? Get rid of it. I think Helmgart is secure for now. I don't think I need to upgrade that. Got enough army swarming around there. Okay, the Moot, don't need to upgrade that stuff. Schwarzhofen's probably okay. So far is fine. Midland is a problem, but we can't deal with that right now. Karak Drain's gonna burn soon. Temper bad. Oh. Okay, well, there's that rebel army is just hanging out there. And that. Okay, I think we're good. Get him, Balthazar. You're running through corruption, though, buddy. You gotta work on your stances. Okay, there's Big Bird. All right, now so we get to scout out and see what he has in his army. Bro, are you trolling me? So I walked out of there, and now he's gonna come in. I forgot that I don't really have a garrison. So aggravating. I gotta wipe them out with these little dinky armies they have. They're gonna burn it. No, he's just gonna sack it. That caused a lot of public order problems, though. They're gonna come over here and take that from me, probably. It's fine, whatever.
Thou shalt treat me with the respect I deserve, or die.
I don't think so, Chief. You're gonna die. Y'all started the war with me. I was gonna let you sit there for quite a while. Okay, there's some more war herds. The rebel army's killing the Bretonnians for me. I like it. I approve of that message. Alright, so what's up with these? Okay, so they deal fire damage. Chosen with great. Oh, that's really bad for us. That's a terrible matchup. That means anything that regenerates is going to take extra damage. How much damage do they do? Resistant to hit reaction and knockback resistance. Okay, so chariots aren't going to work as good against them, probably. And, like, big monsters aren't going to be as effective. Sparring champions, what are these? What is this? Demonic strength. Okay, so they can use it once per battle for a little bit of extra damage. They cause terror, okay. Fire resistant, some physical resistance, and they shred. Okay. They shred 32 armor. Pretty good weapon strength. Those are actually pretty dang good. I mean, those look very, very similar to my Blood Knight people. They're not quite as strong, I don't think, but they're close. Very close. 138 armor, Jesus. 132 armor. So if it doesn't do piercing damage, it's basically not damaging them. How much? 12% physical. 38 shred. $20 bonus gets large. That's pretty huge. And they have flaming attacks too. Okay. Wow, all of these cause terror also. Wow. Holy crap. Oh, those are frenzied also. Great weapons. Hmm. These are a little bit weaker. What are these all about? Primal Fury. Okay, so they have poison attacks and flaming attacks. Pretty good weapon strength. Dang, 702 damage, huh? Pretty good. Piercing, magical damage. Hmm. How much pierce do these have? Decent amount of pierce, not a ton. So those deal magical. Pretty good armor, regen. They don't have any large units. I think Cryptor is going to be pretty bad. They take 20% extra damage because of fire. Did my knights take extra damage on fire? I think they do, right? 10% extra damage to fire. But they do regen. These are just going to get smoked. What about these? 10% extra damage from fire. These are about like those aspiring warriors or whatever. They do get a bonus versus infantry though, and they're frenzied. Yeah, they don't have a lot of large. Just have a lot of chosen. So what's my best anti-infantry? I mean, these are 6 bonus. I mean, probably the... Oh, no! Dang it, I meant to click on it, not cancel it. Oh, God. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I mean, these might be my best bet. I can't run a lot of those, though. I mean, the Graveguard with great weapons can do pretty well, too, against them. I don't know, it's interesting. Okay, population... Okay, let's go fight this dwarf battle. Accidentally canceled the coach. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's not great. Okay, let's see if we can get a couple of walls here. %78 chance, not happening. Well, you know what? I think we can do it anyways. Who hates him? Let's see if we can get some money from it. Rayhard, Crooked Moon, Chaos, Scaling Varg. Am I at war with Scaling and Varg yet? Scaling Varg. I'm at war with Crooked Moon. Oh, wait. What? There's Crooked Moon, and then there's Crooked Moon Mutinous Gits. Oh, that's the faction that was down here that got wiped out. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, whatever. No one's gonna pay us. We'll just kill him. It's fine. Yeah, I think we can beat them anyways. They just, I don't think they have enough juice in the tank to deal with all of our regeneration. I mean, taking out the walls would have been nice, but we are running less vampires than we have run in the past, but I don't think they're going to be able. They just don't have enough. You got to have more power, more raw damage. Like, it's going to take us a little while to hack through all those dwarves, but I just don't think they have what it takes to kill the vampires up on the rafters. And then once the big stuff breaks through the door, it's not happening. Graveguard are pretty good at climbing up walls and fighting. They're not excellent. They're okay. I don't even know why I have this guy. I guess just for open field fights. Oops, not that. Just make him his own thing. Whatever. I mean, we're not going to use him. Just put him right here. Not until the walls are broken in, then we might use him later. What? Run. Oh, she's taking a while. Get these ladders up. I mean, you might as well go down and attack these doors. No, 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 no. What? No, 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 no. What? I said attack the doors, and they like ran around to the back side. They were about to... Oh, God. That could have been really bad. Okay, get in there. You attack the doors. You do not attack the doors. Holy crap. That could have been really bad. And we could just go up one more wall over here. Ooh, that's interesting. No, they have some warriors over there protecting them. Yeah, I need to shut these things up in the back over here. Eat those little dwarfs. Guys, get down here. Let's go. These... those missiles. I mean, they just... I think this is... Undead's just a really bad matchup for dwarves, I think. They just don't have... Because Undead want to fight a really long fight, too. But, like, their regeneration magic just makes it so difficult. Like, you gotta have very aggressive, high offense, high octane stuff to kill the vampires, I think. Because if you're just gonna sit there and just, like, trade wet noodle fights with them, they're just gonna win. They just have too much regeneration. The dwarves have a lot of defense, but they just don't have the endurance. They get really tired too. The undead are just... I mean, it's a tough matchup. Very tough matchup. Unless you cheese them, like if you have a bunch of gyrocopters or something. Undead are pretty weak to flying. Sort of. I mean, they're not, like, super susceptible like the greenskins are to flying, but they're pretty... Let's send a vampire over here. We can get a few more of these, like, just push through. And get around to the back. Flank him a little bit here. There you go. Get out of that little funk there with the big units that can just kind of push their way through. Wrap around a little bit. Oh, that's their lord, huh? Did he run? Oh, he thought about it. Hey, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate it. What are those explosion sounds? Are things like throwing grenades at me or something? I don't know what. Oh, it's the... They have like cannons or something over there? Is that what that is? Yeah, they were firing cannons at me. Okay, organ gun. That's what it was. Okay. It looks like the elves might be trying to roll up on me, actually, so I need to make sure I'm topped off here. Yeah, they're regenerating pretty well. Chomp on those tasty little dwarves. Alright. Those delicious dwarfs. Now this has iron too, I believe. Actually, those Grail Knights, don't they get a... Do they get a bonus versus larger infantry? I'll have to see. The Grail Knights might actually be pretty good against Chaos. Let's see. It's a tier 3, and I do want that, or I think it was a tier 4, so I would get a tier 3 for this. So I think I'm just going to occupy. I do want that money, but I want the tier 3 so I can get the Iron Mine. Pretty sure it has an Iron Mine, right? Somewhere up in here has an Iron Mine. Okay. Blackstone does. Ziflin has Cinnabar, which doesn't really matter that much. Okay, whatever. We can get a Gibbet. We're getting 11 from Osmosis. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I do want this to tier 3 pretty quickly. Then get that Iron Mine. If possible. No, these people were creeping. What do they have? Oh, God. Bonus versus large. Those are going to be tough to deal with. How fast are those? 54 is pretty fast. 70 damage. I cannot believe the damage on those things. It's just insane. Dragon's pretty good too. I mean, they got some real scary stuff going on there. I should try to see if I can get peace with them. I did kind of jump them, but they were kind of on my territory.
Lucky that we didn't send you to parley with the Dryads.
Okay, they're actually down with that. I'm cool with it. I really don't want to mess with them right now. I need to just clean up everything else. All I needed to do was get their 2 territories, and I've got that, so... They're dealing with a lot of other stuff, too. I mean, they're dealing with Karak. I am a very, you know, intimidating faction on the map right now. So they'd probably rather not have to deal with me. They're willing to pay us quite a bit for peace, looks like. Okay. So that dropped my trust rating a little bit from steadfast to trustworthy, because I declared war on them less than 10 turns ago, I'm pretty sure, so... I'm cool with that. I mean, I could maybe deal with that, but that's a very, very high risk. That army might actually be able to kill mine. I mean, I would need some Grail Knights to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that right now. Speaking of which... I'm not in range to get the discount right now. Now, let me see these Grail Knights again. Thickness? Okay, they get a bonus versus large. Need bonus versus infantry, dang it. Now they get plus 25% physical resistance and replenishes, and they're not immune to fire. Or they're not weak to fire. So what is that as long as just constant? They're immune to vigor, so they can cycle charges. It's pretty good. What's up? Thing. You hanging on? Magical attacks, resilient. I mean, they're pretty good. They don't have much piercing though, and there's only 6 in a stack. I mean, I think they'll be good against the elves. That silver shield. I'm just not sure if they're going to be better than Blood Knights against Chaos, which is what I'm worried about right now. Need some anti-infantry, like we're just going to murder him type of stuff. Is it this guy? He's got poison, heavy, piercing. Does this thing pierce very much? They have about the same piercing, honestly. The other thing has 300. This has... It's only 675 upkeep too. This is 800. I thought it was 700 something upkeep. Maybe I'm mistaken. I guess so. 45, 56. This has a lethal poison. The other thing regenerates. I mean, we've done this comparison numerous times already. I'm just looking for what's going to be able to deal with those chosen. I'm just not sure that I have a good answer right now. 23 pierce, I don't get a bonus versus infantry. I mean, I guess it's just a lot of Graveguard with a lot of chevrons. Because these deal 10 versus infantry, so they have 41 melee attack. They have 38 melee attack and 51 damage. So, like, on a per cost basis, yeah, they're strong enough to do it, but I'm just talking, like, raw power basis. Those things have fire attacks and magical attacks, so that's not going to work for these. I think the fire bypasses physical resistance, like a magical attack. I'm not 100% about that. I have a feeling these are a really bad matchup. I mean, maybe it is just, like, Blood Warriors to hold the line and just hit them in the back with a bunch of dragons and Blood Knights, Terrorgeists. I mean, they are immune to psychology, so the terror itself doesn't matter, but the Terror Shriek is good. And this Black Coach, it says they're immune to getting knocked around that much, but I mean, we'll try it out. We'll see. If we lose a couple armies, that's fine too. I'm gonna hold off on upgrading that for now, since we just made peace with the elves. Okay, just go ahead and grab. I mean, this will pay for itself in a handful of turns. Might as well just grab that, and then I've already got quite a bit of corruption going. I guess we might as well do that, and then we could get a it's like a charnel pit or something. Now, what else had? I guess we could. Now they're already sieging this, so I'm gonna have to kill them first, get them off of my stuff. Get off that. That's mine, boy. Yeah, whatever. Oh god, that hurt so much. I'm like, yeah, whatever, sure, and then boom. Wipe me out. Well, we just killed the dogs, I guess, which are kind of worthless to begin with. Smash the black hearts, okay. Yeah. Need to get to Walking Dead, I think, is what I decided on. You could just auto that next turn. Once we get this, I think we can afford to make peace with the Bretonnians, because they're not going to have anything that we want, and then that will keep them from messing with our territory as much. Unless they take Karaberg. I think these rebels are going to kill them if they take Karaberg, though. Let me just take a look at the map. Yes, I need to go with Isabella. I need to go kill Skull Smashes. We should be able to get this under control. Kill the Skull Smashes, and then maybe come up here, get a couple of Grail Knights. I mean, maybe we go ahead and kill Marienburg, like, grab Marienburg, so it's so much money. And then Bretonnia is just going to have this down here by the end. Okay. The question is, where's my other Necromancer? We'll look here in a second. What's wrong with Montfort? Oh, they sacked it. Can I just cancel it? I can't cancel it. That's annoying. We can go ahead and upgrade this though. Reikland's fine. Do I need to recruit? I think this is fine. Let's just go run over here. Now, I do want the rebellion, so I don't want to step on that territory just yet, because I already came all the way over here, so I want to make sure that we'll go ahead and kill a rebellion next turn. It's for money. Everything else is fine. Now, if I upgrade a tier 2 gates, that's going to let me hire Graveguard, which is not the same as Big Graveguard, but it does save because I already have this. How much time would it take for me to get to the Graveguard of Great Weapons, which is kind of what I want, I think. Because they're a little bit better than normal Graveguard. I have a little bit less melee defense, but... So I could just upgrade this to tier 2 right now, and it would give me Graveguard. At Fort Oberstyre, the ability to hire Graveguard. Just 3,000, or I could upgrade this, which would be 7,000, and that would take 6 turns. Just for the Graveguard upgrade. I just need stuff that's going to sit there. They're not going to get a lot of kills, probably. I just need some units that can just sit in combat. I think we can just go with that. We can upgrade this stuff later if we need to.
All shall know me and tremble.
Well, they haven't killed this yet, and I guess they'll do it here in a couple of turns. I mean, they're pretty big. Let's see, Sterling. Kind of don't want to upgrade that just yet. It's Tower Claim. I mean, I guess I could. The problem is, okay, so if I clean this up, then I could run up here and deal with this, probably. Those vampires are sieging it. They do not like it.
Don't think
So they're gonna burn that place, probably. I'm gonna have to repopulate it. I could get this army to do it. Okay, we'll go ahead and upgrade this. I'm gonna give it there. I think we'll be able to hold it in time. I think that's all good. Did I move everybody? Moved. Okay. Oh yeah, I do need a vampire. Well, I probably don't need it in my army though. She's gonna be too weak. But having her around for replenishments, having her sit just outside of my army probably would be something I'd be interested in. I like the way he walks on the map. It just looks so goofy. Oh, wow. What is that? Really? I guess I could have hired a ward. I didn't see them there. I guess I needed more vision of it. I feel like we can beat this. I feel like we can beat this. Let's fight it. I do have that cannon. That is a problem. We can probably tie it up with the bats though. Well, I don't want to line everything up for that cannon. They're pretty smart about not aiming for the fodder. Yep, they're aiming straight for the best infantry that I have. I mean, yeah, I think the AI is definitely a lot smarter than they were. For sure. Just trying to tie those things up. So they just quit firing. This is way too much on this. Get over here, get these, get these. That's what the problem is. Run through all this crap. Like, just ignore those heroes and just kill all their stuff. Wait, are they arming back up or are they running? They're running. Okay, I think I destroyed the cannon or something. I don't know. Okay, so they're out of there. Let's just get over here. Get these guys in the back. It's actually pretty important. I mean, it's not super important, but they're going to burn this if they get a hold of it. So. Yeah, you can't let your units get too caught up on heroes. A lot of times, unless you're intending to try to spike down the hero. Axe throwers, man. God. They're trying to terror bomb me. Pretty sleazy. They're trying to lower my morale and then, like, use the causes terror stuff to make me run, but my units won't run, so it doesn't really work. It does make them crumble faster, potentially, but These guys are going to run out of ammo soon. Hope. All they have left are heroes, I guess, so I have to aim for the heroes at this point. It's pretty annoying. Yeah, I want these ghouls just chase down and kill their lord. Make sure he doesn't rally back. Yeah, kill him, guys. Come on. That guy's done. Aw, y'all about out of axes? That's cute. God, I hope New Norska does not have axe throwers. Like, I mean, I know there's counterplay to them. It's just like with some factions, the skirmishers are just so aggravating. Get them. I'm pretty sure they increased the size of these things for this mod. Come on, get them. I think he's gonna get away. Yeah, he's gonna get away. Probably. Yeah, he's done. Whatever.
The whims of thy watery mistress are of little consequence to me.
Not until I take your last kingdom up here, Chief. I'm just gonna auto it. I have virtually nothing. And they're just running around trolling me. Oh yeah, they ran back because I got peace with them. What are they doing? Why are the beastmen going that way? Get them, rebels. How are these? Oh, there's 90 in a stack now. Jeez. They were already, like, borderline overpowered because there was only 60 in a stack before. Okay, there's only 50 in these stacks, though. There used to be 80. Alright. These were always 12. Okay, so that is a little bit more fair. The stacks matter because each one of these is for each person in the stack. So if something has a huge number, and there's a lot of them in a stack, then they're going to put out huge damage. So that's the thing with these guys, is they have 62 weapon strength in the base game. I think it was pretty close to that. And there was 60 of them in a stack, and you could get them at tier 3. So they beat up like every other tier 3 in the game. So if you watch my Chaos campaign, you know, a core tactic to winning with Chaos is you rushed Forsaken ASAP, ignored everything else, Chaos Warriors, everything. You rushed Forsaken. That gave you enough power to beat up Krokadrok and the Dwarves and the Empire units up here. And they're very cheap, too. They were very cheap, cost-effective units. And then they built directly into Manticores. So once you had these as your front line, they would tear up any other frontline infantry in the game at tier 3, and usually even at tier 4, until you start running into the top-end stuff. And then you could hit them in the back with those Feral Manticores, which cause terror. Or very good, cost-efficient single-target, or single-entity monsters. So that was kind of the 1-2 punch of the early game, early to mid-game as Chaos, and that's really how you can get pretty far ahead. And then it's not until much later in the game, you know, turn like 70 or something, you have to start switching out into upgraded Chaos Warrior or Chosen as your infantry line. But these guys are great for a long time. What is Uncontrollable Rage? Berserk. Automatically attack nearby enemies. Huh, interesting. Yeah, they have a lot more armor. Yeah, they just beefed them up. I think they have 14,000 health. That's a lot. That's more than these guys. Still have Frenzy. Okay. This army's tough, but I don't think it's unbeatable. I mean, the question is this army tough enough to stand up to him? If I buy 3 more Grave Guard, I mean, I could also just, whatever, raise dead here and get some more stuff. I think there was a Terrorgeist or 2. I could get 1 more or 2 of those. Now, they don't have any large units. Well, they have the Feral Manticores. Okay, so the Terrorgeist can just roll up and just, like, massacre those things in the skies, probably. I can just opt into a fight with them and just maul them in the air. Most likely. So we can control the skies. It's very important. These... I feel like these will be able to beat up the Chaos Warriors. Like, I'm going to have favorable matchups. Like, this stuff can beat up the Chaos Warriors. They don't have that bonus. Now, they do have a lot of halberds, though. So, like, my large units can beat up Forsaken, normal Chaos Warriors. Chosen's going to be a bit harder because they have fire damage, but they don't have a bonus versus large. Sartorial himself, pretty good damage, good health. Okay, I'm going to track him. I'm going to go down and just keep an eye on him. Oh, okay. What is this? It's a level 22 guy. What does he have? A bunch of trolls. Armor. I mean, they're pretty good. Trolls are pretty good here. Armored trolls are obviously better. Oh. What are they? They get some extra stuff. They do extra weapon strength. Wow, and they get a huge bonus versus infantry. Those things are scary as heck. Okay. They have 71 melee attack. And they get large physical resistance, weakness to fire. Do I have a banner of flame? Or is that in another campaign? I don't remember. So, armored trolls are actually really scary. Like that's legit. There's only 4 of them in a stack though. Okay, instead of 8 or 12 or whatever. Okay, well that's a little bit less scary, but still. Wait, how is this little dinky chariot better than my chariot? It's got a larger charge bonus. I guess mine is still better, but mine's like tier 5, like really tough. Enchant Daemon Tamer. Okay. Well, they're coming at me. I think we can deal with them. We might need to trade out these for a couple more, like, Blood Knights. Anything that's large, though, I think these Blood Knights and the Terror guys should be able to deal with them. I just need a tougher front line. I need to pull this Banshee out of there and just get a bigger front line, I think. Just hire, like, 4 more Grave Guard. Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. How are we looking on time here? I think I need to go eat dinner here in a little bit. We're over time. Okay, we'll figure it out next time. It's starting to get down to it, though. We're going to have the big bad units here soon. We're going to face off against Chaos. We're going to go up. We're going to clean up the other side and then face off with the elves here pretty soon. I'll tell you what, that elf army, though, that the brown elves, Torg, whatever their name is, those things, those Way Watchers are like the scariest thing that I've seen so far. Like 70 damage per shot. There's like 60 in a stack. It's like 4,200 damage per volley, mostly armor piercing. I mean, it's like one shot your lord territory. That's really scary. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Have a good day, and yeah, we'll get at it next episode.